At this point, y'all need to save your money, stop going to McDonald's, and just take your behind to the sit-down restaurant because these prices are outrageous. By the time you buy a meal for yourself and somebody else, you spent well over $20. You might as well take that money, go to a sit-down restaurant where you could get an appetizer or free breadsticks, whatever, and a good meal with better quality food. Like, this is crazy.
You cannot trick me.
We have to talk about these McDonald's prices. I went to McDonald's today just to get some lunch, no intention to film a video. I got a double cheeseburger. I like it without ketchup. I think it's one of the best things on the menu at McDonald's, but the price caught me so off guard. This thing right here is $4.19. And I remember probably in high school, one of these was like $1, I think, before the McDouble was even invented. And I'm in Colorado. I don't know if that's why. I don't know if it's more expensive out here. But this thing right here for $4.19 is crazy. And don't get me wrong, I love these things. I get them all the time. I've been eating them for years. But $4.19 is too much. Now, to be fair, it is buy one, get one for $1. So $5.19 for two of these, which is still crazy. I don't know how McDonald's went from being the best value in food, not even just fast food, to now you can get two of these for essentially the price of like a Little Caesars pizza. You can feed a whole family, or you can get two double cheeseburgers. That's insane. I still love them. I will probably continue to get them. But honestly, it's hard to justify it when you can go to like any pizza place or even a place like Applebee's and get a slightly more expensive meal that is a meal, not a fast food burger. This is nuts. Something has to happen. I don't think it's going to. I guess it's McDonald's world and we're just living in it.
That's even more of a reason to go to the grocery store and buy food and, cook at home. But the grocery store prices are out of control as well. So, hey, what do you do at this point? I remember we used to go to McDonald's, man. I remember it vividly in my senior year of high school. Every day before I go to work, right? I would go and get me a McDouble and I would go with McChicken as well. I would get both of them, $2 every single time. I think it was $2.19. I got to go find those receipts. I'm going to go find it for you and I'm going to post it on this video. It was $2.19 every time I went to go buy, anything from McDonald's. Now listen, at the end of the day, should McDonald's be a substitute for your daily diets? No, not at all. But this is a testimony of where the prices have gotten. $12 for a meal at McDonald's is outrageous. That is insane. Okay, even Burger King is the same way, guys. I went to Burger King to get somebody else some food, right? I don't necessarily eat like that every single time, but there's nothing wrong with Burger King. Burger King is, it's still good. It tastes good, whatever, right? So, anyways, I went to Burger King to get the meal. The meal was $15 for a Whopper, or number one, a Whopper with just a fry and a drink. $15. Are you serious? The grocery store, you can get patties at the grocery store for $12, but you'll get 8, 10 patties, whatever. You can make as many burgers as you want. You can go get you a bun or whatever the case. Guys, you can eat at home for almost pretty much a fraction of the price. This is crazy. This is insane. The cost of living is out of control. And I know I talk about this a lot, but it's really like companies are price gouging. That's the reality of it. You had the times during pandemic when everything was going up. That was really when the prices were going up because there was a shortage of items. There was a true shortage. Okay, there was no denying it. That's the reality of the situation. Many people were not working. We weren't producing as much stuff. Like we were in a shortage. So guess what? When there's not enough supply and the demand is high, the prices just continue to skyrocket. Now there is no shortage. There is no true shortage. Okay, yeah, we got the China ports. We got all these different things going on within the tariffs, whatever the case is. But there's not a shortage of food to where companies need to raise prices. So guess what? They just kept the prices up. As a matter of fact, they raised them even higher just to keep their listen, they just want to keep more money in their pockets. And I get it. You run a business, it's capitalism, but hey, at the end of the day, where's the humanity behind it? Listen. Here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it right here at the end of the day. As long as people continue to go and buy these $12 meals, these $15 meals from McDonald's and Burger King, these $5 burgers at these companies, guess what? They're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep going up. They're going to keep raising the prices because people are buying it. People are just sucking it up. All right, listen. The days where going to McDonald's because you don't feel like cooking and getting your kids a kids meal for, $2 or $3, whatever the case is, you get you a meal right there. Spend no more than $10 right at this grocery at McDonald's. Listen, those days are over. Those days are done. Listen, that's the reality of the situation. But you let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. It is crazy out here. I'm not even gonna lie. But hey, at the end of the day, this is an excuse. This is your sign to stop eating at McDonald's. All right. Not that there's anything wrong with McDonald's. Not that there's, whatever. Because I like McDonald's, but I don't eat there because, other reasons, whatever. That's beyond the million. But it's your excuse. Start cooking at home, even though grocery prices are high. But, it's just better. It's just better. Okay. It's just better. We're going to leave right there. I'm not going to get too deep in it. Y'all let me know what you think. Hit the like button. You've watched this far and have not hit the subscribe button. That is beyond me. Now you're blowing my mind. That's crazy. But hey, I got more videos in here that's going to blow your mind. So hit the subscribe button right now. More content every single day. Let's get to the rest of the video.
This video goes out to McDonald's and McDonald's only. On this episode about me bitching about the economy, I want to talk about the new prices at McDonald's. My grandma'd be fucking pissed at you because why is this new grandma fucking McFlurry shit $5? I can go to Cold Stone for that. The dollar menu no longer exists. It's this fucking $3 menu. What the fuck is a $3 menu? I'm looking for a deal. If I wanted good food, I wouldn't fucking go here. As you can see, all of the meals now are like $11? That's more than Chipotle. Are you fucking stupid? Now I get it. The economy sucks dick right now. But $11 for McDonald's? I'd rather not fucking eat. Do you understand that people cannot afford that shit? To make matters worse, since when was a fucking 6-piece nugget meal almost $10? Almost $10! I'm irate at you, McDonald's. And y'all think you're slick too by making this new bacon Cajun McCrispy fucking distracting people. I'm not distracted when my fucking cheeseburger is $4. I almost had a heart attack when that motherfucker the other day at McDonald's told me my total for a tiny ass Coke, a cheeseburger that's worth like $1, and fucking tiny little fries was $9? Do better.
Please tell me why I just went through McDonald's to get a Diet Coke. And I was on the phone with my husband while I was ordering, and he's like, wait, you're at McDonald's? Get a Filet-O-Fish sandwich. He's like, get me 2. It's Friday and Lent at McDonald's. We're like, great, I'll just eat that for lunch and then we'll make something else for dinner. So, whatever. I ordered 3 Filet-O-Fishes in a separate order because she wouldn't let me add it on to my Diet Coke order. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. It pissed me off. Pull around, order 3 Filet-O-Fishes, not the meal, just the sandwich. She clarified. She said, the sandwich or the meal? And I said, just the sandwich. And she said, 3 of them? And I said, yes. Tell me why it was $17 for 3 Filet-O-Fishes on Friday during Lent at McDonald's. I'm not crazy. I sat there and blinked my eyes, and then I just pulled away because I was so angry, which probably was rude, but like, $17 for 3 Filet-O-Fishes at McDonald's? Are you kidding me?
But it looks like it says that it's 8:09. Oh, thank you.
Okay, it literally shocks me how expensive McDonald's is. I had like $14 in cash that I wanted to use, and I just needed to go get a couple little cheeseburgers, 4 single cheeseburgers, 4 single tiny cheeseburgers. It was, I thought I would be like, oh, no problem. I'll also get them a French fry. Maybe, I'll get a Diet Coke. I was like, $14 should be fine with that. Nope. It was $14 for just 4 single cheeseburgers. I took the fry off and I didn't get a Diet Coke because I saw that it was going to be $19. I'm still thinking that they're either $1 or $1.50. And 4 of them would be like $8 or $9. No.